The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Bringing it out. It's Gay. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Slams right into a wall. They got it for a loss.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Offense looking to throw the ball. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Ohio State. Setting the tone early. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. In the conference championship game with a pass. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
Short loss in the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very... Looking deep down the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Something together in this drive. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
They're set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. We've got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. But he's got some space here. Goes out of bounds at the 34. That's a pretty good return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Finds a man to the left, big catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense, big gain.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receivers. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
He makes the grab. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. They still cannot stop this receiver. We're in the first quarter. He's already got 100-plus receiving yards.
This guy is big time and living up to the hype. I mean, you and I both knew coming in that they had to be able to slow him down. Who expected this guy to have over 100 yards receiving in the first quarter? Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback,
and looking for a big play here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Now, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his second touchdown alone here in the first half.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And that one's picked off. What a play. Short return tackle made at the 27, and crucial takeaway.
It's a cold night, and this offense is trying to come out, trying to find some kind of rhythm to get their quarterback going, but maybe underestimating the conditions and the speed of this defense.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them, because let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped, but a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He escapes the pocket. Breaks an open space. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
I don't think this defense is ready for this. Great awareness to call his own number, pick up the first down, and get his offense to the 5-yard line and a chance to get some points on the board.
Back in motion now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Dump off caught by the running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Walker. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. It'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. And as we reach the end of 1, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the back now goes in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Walker. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Play fake on first down. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Can he get there on the ground? Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Now they're running on the toss. First down, looking for more now. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking for the wideout. The ball is picked off. Breaks into the open. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll raise 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
On 1st down, it's play action. Taking a shot deep down the right side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run here, lets it go. This one's going to fall incomplete, brings up 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And they've got the returner corralled. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Now, cold weather always seems to make life more difficult in the passing game. You can see this quarterback really wants that one back. That's a tough break on this interception.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Man, that is a quarterback's best friend. Opportunity to find that open tight end. He takes a big hit, but holds on to the football to show that strength and awareness for a nice first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Grab down the middle. It's Ballard. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down. We're going to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Walker. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Because anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he's brought down. A sack will end it.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Finding space at the 20. Solid tackle, able to get him down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Ohio State, 35.
Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. A lot of work to do in the second half. Down big. Can they get something going right now? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pressure is coming. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Send the back in motion. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. First down and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's caught. It's Walker.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
High completion sets up a 2nd down play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to chuck it again. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Not much on the